Okay.
Recording.
Okay, so my name is Briyet, and I'm here with Elisa.
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah.
And Elisa there too, huh?
Yeah.
And we're gonna learn about money management. So why is money important? So money is important because that's what we use to buy things, right?
Yeah.
So we learn what to do with it, how to spend it. So money, right now with money management, we're gonna learn how to save our money, how to process budgeting on how to save money to pay for certain things, and to help us with our money skills. So the 5 principles of money management. So there's 5 things. Consistency. So transitions must be handled with a consistent manner. So you need to really be smart on how to save your money and to keep track of what you're spending your money on. Right, Yessie? So you got to make sure what you're spending your money on, right?
Yeah.
So you got to keep tabs on what you're spending your money on. Let's see. And then another one is timelessness. So transactions must be handled within a reasonable period of time consistent with the time frame outlined financial agency. So you need to really track the time of spending the money and figure out how much money you're spending each time you purchase something or what you try to spend your money on. Another one is justification. So this is so money that you spend to support the time, to support the goal you have. Let's say for you were gonna go pay for a trip to go, let's say to Hawaii. You need to save up the money, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have that money saved within that time period so you can pay off the bills you need to pay if you're going for Hawaii or if you're going on a vacation. You need to really figure out, okay, I have until, let's say we have until next week. So you're like, okay, I have a certain amount of money saved for this, but I also have this amount of money to spend. You need to really figure out what money you need to save in order to make that payment, to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
And then documentation. So documentation is simply just writing down, oh, I spent money, $30 on paying the phone bill, or $50 spending money on the internet. You know, these are little things that can help you budget and figure out what to keep track of what you're spending your money on depending what you're spending money on.
Yeah.
Right, Yessie?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So let's see. It says the process of understanding the money management. So, and it's an important thing to find out what are you spending your money on, or what you're investing your money in. It's always nice to know, okay, what am I spending my money on? You know, knowing if you're spending it on bills and stuff like that, to see if, what are you spending your money on, to really keep track of what you need to know. Let's see. Yeah. So what are some examples? So some examples are making sure you're saving up your money. And it takes time. You know, you're not gonna be able to pay something off right away.
Yeah.
But it's better to pay attention to know, okay, I'm saving up to buy, what is something you want to buy, Yessie? A game.
Really?
Okay, so Yessie wants to buy a game. So if Yessie wants to buy a game, she's gonna save her money and build up a little savings, save up a little money so she can buy on your game, right?
Yeah.
So you save, you know, managing your money, you need to really think, if, let's say you want to go to the store and you see a cup, you know, you think about it, do I need the cup? If you don't need the cup, why you spend the money on something that you don't need? Right, Yessie?
Yeah.
So better to be like, oh, well, you know, I want to buy this, and if I save my money right now, I can get this game. Yeah, you got to save the money.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Another thing to help you improve your money is to like pay things on time. So another thing is having money set aside to pay for your bills, right?
Yeah.
So it's always good to know you have money saved for bills and paying up on a timely manner. Don't be late to spend to pay your bills. To improve your money management, you need to know, okay, I have this bill due by this day. Do I have the money for it, right?
Yeah.
So you should know, okay, let's say your bill was $50. Make sure you have money in the bank for that bill. And then whatever bills, save up cash to afford big purchases. That's another thing. If you manage your money, you can have, there should be a little, if you have money saved up, of course, you're gonna have money and you're gonna like pay bills, stuff like that. Sometimes people have that a little extra money. If you track your payments, track your bills, track everything that you're spending your money on, that helps you figure out, okay, I have $70 saved, let's say, for example. And your game that you want to buy, Yessie, is $30.
Yeah.
So with $70, you have enough money to spend for your game, right?
Yeah.
So being able to save up your money and know, okay, I have the money saved up for this certain thing helps you really think, okay, I have the money. I manage this amount for myself to spend on the game or on a new house or something, right? Yep. Let's see. So what is the importance of money management? So when you start managing your money, that's also known as finances, you have a better perspective of where and how you're spending your money. So money management, you really learn, documenting everything, you learn what you're spending your money on and how much it will cost you roughly every month. For example, if you're paying your bills and you have electricity, you have, what else? Your gas, internet, all this stuff you have, okay, I'm gonna spend, maybe let's say you spend $100 a month. Okay, I have $100 to spend every month on bills. So that's one bill I have saved. And then you have another $50. Let's say you have the car payment. So you have, okay, I have $100, I have $50 to spend on the card. You have different, you have the money to pay off your bills every month. So it really helps you to know where your money is going and knowing, okay, I have the money for this, I have the money for that. Okay, I have this money to spend. This can help you within your budget and even increase your savings. So due to the fact that you're budgeting your money and you knowing what your money's going towards, it helps you know, okay, I could be saving a certain amount of money to put my priorities to pay the bills, to pay my payments I need to pay. And I have this little extra money for, maybe a new car or a new house, or for Yessie, a new game, you have that money saved up, right? So it helps that a lot. And with good personal financial management, you can also learn how to control your money so you can achieve your financial goals. What that means is that you figured out, okay, I have money, I'm saving, I have money to save, I have money saved, I have money spent for my bills. I have a budget, I know what I'm spending my money on, I have documentation. But I learned also that, let's say you want to save money to buy a new house. Yeah, so of course, if you know what you're spending your money on, okay, this house is worth this much, I'm gonna put, let's say, 500 a month, right? So okay, that money that I have saved is going to the house payment. So you learn, okay, the money that I'm saving helps me out a lot to learn what I need to accomplish or what I want to buy for myself to make for a better life for me, so you can learn how to do that. How can people improve on their money management? So with money management, there's different ways you can improve. Obviously, calculate everything that you're spending. Always keep track of how much money you're spending or how much is getting taken out of your bank account. To know, okay, well, I'm spending money on, let's say you spend money on the phone payment. And in your account, you have $600. if you keep track of it, you'll know, okay, I spent,
Yeah.
500 for the house payment, phone payment, whatever. So you gotta save it, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta really think and keep track of knowing, okay, I'm spending this much for this account, this amount, and that you have the track of how much you're spending, and what makes a difference on paying attention and making sure you're not getting scammed, making sure money's magically vanishing out of your account. You need to really be careful, because right now there's so much fraud and so much
Yeah.
fakeness where you think you're going to be paying this
Mm.
and someone gets tracked to your bank account, and you thought you were managing money, but if you didn't document and you lose $200 to something you didn't spend on, that's going to be a problem,
Yeah.
or it can make it where you end up with no money in your account. So you need to really be careful on what you purchase with the bill, with the cards, and whatever you're spending your money on, because the thing is, you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, you don't keep a budget,
Yeah.
and then you find out you're negative, you don't have any money in your account, and next thing you know, you don't have nothing. Everything you have is gone. And you go check your account and you see people are making random purchases with your account. So with that being said, you notice it, of course, call the bank, ask them, hey, I didn't make these purchases. That's why you need, for money management, you really need to track everything that you're purchasing, everything that you're buying. So just in case a situation happens where someone gets a hold of your bank account, bank something from the bank and takes your money out, okay, I didn't make the purchase. So you can call the bank and talk to them for them to help you get your money back. Other than people, other than someone taking advantage and taking that money out of your account. So let's see. So there's different ways you can save your money and manage your money. So how to manage your money better? So many people don't budget. They don't think about, oh, I have this amount of money or anything like that. People don't think about budgeting and really saving their money on what they need to spend it on, right? People think it's boring, adding up this, adding up that. But honestly, I think it's smart to know, okay, I have this money to spend. I have this money for the bills. I have this money for, let's say I'm going out, me and Yessie go out to dinner. I have money for us to go out to dinner. I can pay for her, I know what I have to spend, other than me wondering, okay, I don't know if I have money. I don't know if I have this account. It's better to know what you have other than not knowing. So it's better to focus on what you have and what you have to spend, other than going over and spending more than you need. Using a budget, okay, so it's always nice to use the budget. It's always good to know, okay, I have this amount to spend and I have this amount saved up in the bank. People might think it's not worth it, but yeah, it is. It's nice to know I have this certain amount for this, or I have this certain amount for that, and have it all filed up for different months. Every month you have, let's say, a list of purchases you made. I paid for food for the house.
Yeah.
Or you paid for your home, you pay for your mortgage. It's nice to know you have that to base your information on, to know, okay, I did this, I spent money on this, I know how much I'm spending on that. Give yourself limited time for unbudget spending. So a critical part of budgeting is a net income, or the amount of money left after you subtract your expenses from your income. So after you spend the money on what you need, for example, on bills, for your payments, I guess you'd pay for your house.
Yeah.
It's always nice to subtract that from how much you hate, from how much you have, and then subtracting that and knowing how much you still have left to spend. Because if you don't keep track of it and you go over that amount, that's not okay. It's not good to see you. Let's say you had $600 and you spent 200. You have 400 left. But what happens if you spend that $400 or something happens and you don't have that $400? It's always nice to keep track of knowing what you have to spend and what amount you still have left after everything you paid for, after everything that you spent the money on. You know, it's good to use that money. Some people save it, some people use that money and save it for something else. Other people, they use it for themselves. Let's say I had 600, I used 400 of my money. I have 200 left. Let's say that $200 I can use for myself and use it for me and Yessie go to eat dinner. Like I have that money to save for me and Yessie to go eat. Or I can save it and just have it in the bank and know, okay, I have this extra money for maybe a new car payment, for a new car, or maybe for, what else can you buy, Yessie? New games, new video games, you have that extra money.
Yeah.
Track your spending. So small purchases always adds up. No matter what happens, it adds up. Anything you spend is gonna, nothing's cheap now. So making small purchases, nice to keep track and know, add that to your payments as well that you have. Other than the bills, add something. Like let's say I went to the store and I bought I bought a new table. I gotta track to make sure I have that in my budget to spend on that table, other than me going over, spending more money than I have. It's always nice to know I have this money to spend on myself and to know that I have the money to buy something else. Let's say Yessie wanted me to buy her a new table. I bought her the table and I have that amount, then that's fine. But you need to make sure you have that amount to spend also for those small purchases. And that's we need to track it to make sure it all budgets out. Like the receipt. Let's say I have what she bought. I have that. Let's see. Don't commit to you receiving monthly bills. Just because your income and credit qualifies for a certain limit doesn't mean you can take it. So don't take advantage of having a credit card and going to that limit. Let's say you have a $200 limit and you go and spend that $200 limit. Just with that credit card, you need to pay that money back. So having that loan, you need to be able to pay that money back other than having it and not paying it back at all. Excuse me. So it's better to be committed to, just in case you have a new payment, you have that extra money in the bank to know, okay, I spent 200. I have my credit card due next month is $200. So it's nice to know you have that extra money to know, okay, I can pay off the credit card. I have that paid off and I still have $50 still in the account for me. It's nice to know, to be prepared to have another bill coming towards your way. Make sure you're paying in big prices. You can make the most of your money comparing shopping, ensuring that you're paying the lowest price for products and services. So what that means is, if some people go look and see where there's discounts, where they see, oh, I could save 30 cents on buying fruits, or I could save $1 buying toilet paper, Finding those coupons help out your budgeting to have you save a little bit more money to know, I have this coupon, or I could save less going to the grocery store other than going to a market, It's nice to know, to compare prices, right? To know where it's cheaper, where I can save the money, where I know it's better for me, but to know I can save a little bit more for going here.
Yeah.
Save up for big purchases. So as we were talking before, remember how we were talking about saving money can help us buy bigger things. By that I meant we can save money to buy things we want. So let's say I did save up my money and I saved up $6,000. And let's say Yessie wanted to go buy a car. I could loan her the money, or I can buy it for her and be like, okay, here's your car. I paid it off. It's yours. Here's your keys. She has her new car. I helped her out and bought her a car. It's nice to have that money to spend on yourself, to know, okay, I have money to spend, on myself, to know I have something to spend it on, or knowing, oh, I could buy a car with this money,
Yeah.
It's nice to have, to know you have that little extra cash saved up for yourself or for
Yeah.
family. It doesn't matter, like I help my family out. So that money I saved, I go buy groceries for my family. Like, it's nice to know that I can help out my family. It's always nice to have that extra money.
Mhm.
So if you have a credit card, limit your credit card purchases. So credit cards are a bad spender and worse enemy. Some people use their credit card for everything, and they spend money a lot using a credit card. But when you run out of the money or your limit through your credit card, you still need to pay that back. It takes so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Yessie's going.
Hi.
So I'll finish. Thank you, Yessie, for your help. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Okay, so limit your credit card use and be prepared. I mean, if you don't need your credit card and you don't want to use it, that's fine. Better for you to know, okay, I have my money to spend, other than depending on the credit card, other than depending that you have that other bill to pay,
Mhm.
So it's always nice to know you have that money saved, or you have extra money to contribute to buying things you need.
Yeah.
Contribute.
Anybody here save money out of their check or
I
any
try
little
to.
money? Do they have a savings account?
It's always nice to have one of those, or have something to save.
Yeah. Ogden, are you saying, yeah, I can't hear you though? What's going on?
Can't even hear anything.
Huh,
It's always
sound
nice
like-
to save money.
Yeah.
So did you guys learn a lot today, hopefully? I mean, it's nice to know that you have your money saved and to keep track of what you're spending your money on, other than not knowing how much you're spending, other than overspending. Better to keep track of it, to know you're spending what you need, and you have that little extra money saved for yourself or for someone else. It's hard, yeah.
Yeah. Saving money, I mean, it's not easy.
No, it's not. Then people think, oh, it's okay. It's hard spending money, and right now with all the prices going up, it is hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gas
It's a
is
little
so
crazy
expensive
right now.
I mean,
Well, thank you for teaching us about money management.
thank you. I thank
Go
you
ahead and-
guys for listening, and hopefully you guys learned how to budget a little bit.